hello. We are returning to the academia event. Wait, hold on. There was like other quest stuff that I should have finished, I think, before doing like the third part of this, but I couldn't figure out what it was. So I'm just gonna go ahead with it.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline and a...
And I can watch whatever cutscenes I miss online, I'm sure. Okay, where did we leave off? What is happening? Because we're still on the second part. But we're investigating something at night?
Hey, Nilu! Have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
Alhaitham? Why, what is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know where he went. He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Huh. Yeah, actually that sounds about right for him.
Like home?
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
Maybe he went home?
Ooh, maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
Are we visiting his house again? Ah, hell yeah.
It's such a struggle every time I touch it.
Wait, I can't climb that. Right?
We'll deploy more people at peak times to ensure the academia and
Can I climb that? No, there's a lip, right? No. Fine. His house is very cute. It's also in a really weird place. Like, there are no other houses here. And there's people, like, sweeping around his house. Oh, that's a cute house. Alhaitham.
Let's try knocking.
No, we could just walk in.
No answer? Maybe no one's home. Hello? Alhaitham? Are you in? We need your help with something.
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kaveh, you're home.
Come on in, I'll get the door for you.
peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
Akabe is so extravagant, and also they live in the middle of like a very busy area. I feel like it's super easy to spot him going in and out of this house.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house.
Did you have a quarrel or something?
I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him... Ugh, you wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman? What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now? And he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
I like that he has this memorized. Also, his Alhaitham impression is pretty good.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham would say.
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used to doing his own cleaning and tidying from now on. See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
Wait, you're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But are you sure you'll be alright?
Okay, imagine this. Third round, Kaveh loses because Alhaitham, rigged the vote or something. Or interfered in some way. Because he doesn't want him to move out. I think that's prime fanfiction material right there.
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious personality flaws too.
We didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Faruzan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that?
Why would you feel guilty?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
He's so cute.
Thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhatham's help with, anyway?
We'd like him to help us look into Sachin.
Sachin? Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment. Let me go find them. Ah, this is the one. Here, take it.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
Huh, with taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left them on the side. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so. Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin.
I love how he's like, I hate this fucking guy, but he like knows how Alhaitham like functions.
I fetched the documents for you. Feel free to look through them at your leisure.
Sachin was born to a wealthy family, and his father, Rajput, was a renowned merchant in Sumeru, with many properties to his name. At the age of 9, Sachin enrolled into Vahumana and achieved excellent grades. At the age of 15, he completed all of his courses and graduated first in class, his accomplishments greatly lauded by the sages. Lauded? Lauded. Highly praised or admired.
Lauded.
Lauded. At the age of 16, Sachin ventured out and began to research the local environment and customs. His travels took him throughout Sumeru's rainforests and deserts. When Sachin was 23 years old, his father Rajput passed away. Sachin returned to Sumeru City to take over his father's business and spent 2 years here. At the age of 25, Sachin once again ventured into the desert to conduct field research. Records show that he traveled with a caravan and lived in Aru village for a period of time. At the age of 32, Sachin returned to Sumeru City. He looked withered and weary, his mental state in shambles. Much speculation arose amongst outsiders, but Sachin locked himself in his room and did not respond. At the age of 33, Sachin entrusted all of his properties to the academia and pledged to donate all proceeds to the academia. He then wrote a contract regarding the use of the proceeds and property ownership. The following is an excerpt quoted from Sachin when the contract was signed. A minimum of 30% of all revenue generated from the business will be used to fund prizes for the Interdarshan Championship, which will encourage young prodigies to actively participate in the competition. I will also be donating my entire collection, the most prominent item of which, the Diadem of Knowledge, will serve as a symbol of great honor in the Interdarshan Championship. Only the winner of the competition may wear it. In addition, the Academia is only given the right to maintain and manage my properties. Ownership of them does not belong to the Academia, nor does it belong to me. Each year when the Interdarshan Championship is held, I will keep a close eye on each candidate. If I particularly identify with a participant, I will reveal myself. I will then bequeath all of my wealth to this individual whom I judge worthy of my acknowledgement. They will have the usage rights to all assets and proceeds under my name. I hope the Academia will respect any and all decisions made by that person. After the contract came into effect, Sachin returned to the desert to continue his investigations. But there has been no word from him since then. Many claimed to have seen him in the desert, but none of such claims have been verified. 20 years have passed since then.
That was a lot of information. Paimon's getting a headache. So, to sum up, Sachin put the academia in charge of managing his estate and went off to do research, right? He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well. Oh, that must be worth heaps and heaps of Mora.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then
Heck.
buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array, except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister.
You're right. First, I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did Alhaitham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. Two phrases have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown, and diadem of knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another smaller line of text underneath. Why would he bring that up?
Wow, it's so cool that you can actually read this script!
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization. I had to familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
Oh, interesting. So, any idea what Alhaitham meant by all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here.
Let's hope Arav has made some progress.
Yeah, he better catch those crooks. But until then, let's just head out for a stroll.
Act 2 complete. Alright, now is there some like Dory quest I have to do?
Little decisions. What could have been going through his mind when he wrote that?
Let me look at my fucking massive quest list. I mean, I could focus on the Sumeru ones. I'm assuming... Oh, does it have a symbol? Yeah. Okay, so like... Right? Like, these are all Inazuma. No. Nope, these are Sumeru. What do the symbols mean? Leeway. Oh, this just means that it's like collapsible. Sumeru. Inazuma. I could take a peek at these, I think. Their house is so cute. Little camera. Hee. Okay. Kind of just want to knock out like a little bit of these. Oh, it's gonna want me to fight this guy, huh? Oh, I don't know if I can do that solo. There's a big boy over here, isn't there? I think I fought this one already? Oh, maybe not. Well,
Cleanse you of your sins.
yeah, I don't think... Did I fight this with Brian?
Thanks, and receive thy blessing.
I don't remember.
Gather.
Destroy all elemental rings.
Rain out
To
mine.
paralyze... something.
One with the force.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Does attacking him directly... Oh yeah, okay.
And scour thy soul. This is order. Fight your salvation.
Witness the power. Motion to compel.
One with the
Inadmissible.
I know.
I'll approve you. One more sin upon your soul. Burn this barren wasteland.
Whoa! He's pretty cool.
The unholy draw. Stabilize.
Ooh.
Body in the... Incinerate.
And shroud. Time to repent of your sins. Solidify.
Motion to compel.
Can't see. Fight your salvation.
Oh, it's gonna be a little slow, huh?
Incinerate.
That's okay.
Order guide you. One more sin upon you. Let's nip that in the bud and shroud.
Let me weave you a
To redemption
for your arraignment.
has barely begun. Gather.
Boom boom.
Fight your salvation.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your
Be
fate.
washed away. Stabilize.
Woo!
Body and mind. Witness the power.
Sin. Be washed away. One more sin upon your soul. Of your sins.
Keep up. One with the forest.
Breath of the flame.
Fight.
I'll
Uh-huh.
Salvation. Sin.
No, my sword.
Washed away.
Incinerate.
One more sin upon your soul.
Bro. That's fine.
Road to redemption.
Boom boom.
The unholy cross.
Ow! Ow!
Burn this barren wasteland. Atonement has barely begun.
We'll have order. One with the forest.
Let me weave you a bird.
Solidify. Fight your salvation.
Can't see.
Sin. Be one more sin upon your soul.
Incinerate.
Holy cross. Stabilize.
Oh, that was cool.
Let's nip that in the bud. One with the forest.
Visible evidence. Time to act. No, my sword.
Of your sins. Solidify.
Order guide you.
Fight your salvation.
Boom!
Sin. Be washed away. One more sin upon your stabilize. Your atonement
Rain cutter.
has barely begun.
Entrap.
Motion to compel.
Your salvation.
Breath of the flame.
Be one more
I hear
sin
everything.
upon your soul. Gather. Burn this barren wasteland. The unholy dross.
He does a like little twerk. He like shakes his tassels around.
Road to redemption.
Ah, Tenari! Honestly, I'm shocked it took that long for him to die.
Of your sin.
Motion to compel. Witness the power of good.
Yay.
Stray.
Inquidius Baptist. Inquidius. Oh wait, iniquitous. I skipped the I.
Iniquitous.
Iniquitous. Grossly unfair and morally wrong. Cool. Alright, well, I did that.
Gather.
Oh! What's that? Wait, do I need, oh god, how do I use this? Is it the guy? Is it my little guy?
Yeah.
Rain outlines your fate.
Or is it this? Oh, it's my other little guy.
Stabilize.
Excellent. No, my sword.
Ooh. What the heck? Whoa. What is that? Dragon? Bro, I get it, okay? I know where I'm going.
Time to act.
Farwick. As a form of Cavarena scattered upon the earth, Farwicks contain that same power and will stick to your character once picked up and affect nearby gray crystals. You can also put Farwick down where you need it to unleash its power. Okay. I don't remember how this works. Is it you? The blockage of crystals! Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Heh. Well, what do I do about that? Oh. Oh! My little thing. Wait, what? But it disappears when I... Oh, I have to put it down. Good lord. Okay. Boop. Then I can transform. And then I can do the thing. Yay! The little chime is nice.
Excellent. Body and mind. Time to act.
Ooh, more waypoints! The defiled energy is oozing out of that huge gap. It looks like there's a large tree stump down there too. The energy coming from it seems to be opposing the ooze in the sky. Well, guess I'll go look at it.
Paimon just heard that the Matra have arrested some Eremites who snuck into the city. Maybe they were the ones plotting to kidnap Sachin. Let's go to the Academia and check with Arav.
Alright, give me a sec. That is interesting though. I usually will skip ahead to continue quests, but doing it more naturally where you like wait that like fake day in between. It's kind of nice. Get a little break in between.
One need not scry to know today's weather will be good.
Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, I've been here.
One need not scry to know today's weather will be good.
Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge patch of green on the other end of the mountain. We're just in the desert, too. How strange. Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland, after all. The homeland of Pari? So there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what? Paimon's not all that keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And the big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of that big hole. This is the Harvest Totem, the sacred form of the god that has granted us Pari life. Wow, so interesting. How did I not get you? Ooh, pretty. The little boars are covered in moss. That's so fucking cute. it's another little guy. What up? I don't think this is the quest I was supposed to be doing. Oh my god, this conversation. Thank you. Whee! Completed! New quest. I'm good. What about this one? Dude, I bought a Calpico today. Strawberry Calpico, a bottle. A like single serving bottle of it. $5. $5. I paid for it. But like, good lord. Is that like a Japanese food place that we live near? And they have like good food. They have like onigiri and like clearly they make their money though, charging me $5 for a bottle of Calpico. Adventures Guild. Something something. He's from Mondstadt. Yep, that's me. I'm special. That doesn't seem relevant either. Inazuma, Inazuma. Inazuma, Inazuma. This one isn't this one time sensitive? Oh, this is the quest I should be doing. The Dory quest. Before the third day of the academia. Okay. This is the one I need to do. Apparently, this one gives me more dirt on Kaveh. That will make me appreciate him more in the last part of the event. Not that I already don't. I love him. But I guess this will make me love him more. Unfortunately, I do have to talk to fucking Dory. Have you decided to buy information from me? Paimon's a little curious about your exclusive information. But we need to hear the price first. If it's too expensive, then forget it. I'll sell it to you for the fixed price of 1 million mora. That's a lot! Never mind, 1 million mora can buy lots and lots of tasty food. Wait a sec, let me see. Paimon is number 1001 for today. The original cost of the information was 1 million mora, but for you, the price is now free. Wait, you're not baiting us into spending, are you? Maybe the first sentence is free, but not the next sentence. If you don't want it, fine. Next. Wait. Forget what Paimon said. We'll listen. Dory's exclusive scoop number 1. Do you remember the Diadem of Knowledge? Paimon remembers that only the champion was entitled to wear the diadem. It seemed very valuable. Exactly. The diadem that Sachin gave the Academia was a rather expensive antique. Yet this very diadem, after it was donated to the Academia, was lost by them once before. Huh? Why did we hear about this? If everyone knew about this, would my information still be considered exclusive? Of course, this information doesn't come from nowhere. I've got witnesses too. There's a young fellow named Kashmir from the suburbs. If you're interested in delving further, you could ask him. The password is that incident from 20 years ago. I'm so curious. Not you. I'm stealing your stuff. Thank you. Kashmir. Not Kashmir. Meow. Meow. Bro! I'm lost. Fuck, where are we going? This way? Oh god, where am I? There we go. Kashmir. Who are you guys? Is there something you need? That incident from 20 years ago. I guess I shouldn't have told anyone. Last time I had too much to drink and blabbered a little too much. And now people are seeking me out. Since you're curious, I guess I'll tell you. It was just 6 years ago. I was just 6 years old 20 years ago. So I can't remember clearly what happened at that time. But recently I read the diary I kept when I was a child and vaguely recalled the situation back then. The Inter-Darshan Championship was also held that year. There were 3 rounds, the last of which was outside the city. I begged my mom to take me out of town to see it, and when she refused, I snuck out. And then? I ended up getting lost outside the city. In the middle of nowhere, there was no one around. I grew more and more frightened and began to cry. That's when I saw some strange creatures. I can't remember what they looked like. I only remember how, as a child, I stopped crying at the sight of them. Strange creatures. They must be the Aranara. They took me out to the competition. Unfortunately, by the time we got there, it was too late. It was already over. Just when I was disheartened, I suddenly saw one of those strange creatures slowly dragging a crown along. It was a beautiful crown, shining in the moonlight, and I couldn't help but follow it. I saw the little fellow hide the crown in a hollow tree before disappearing. I wanted to touch the crown, but at the moment, I could hear the distant cries of my mother. It turns out she figured out I was lost and got her neighbors to go looking for me. I never got to touch it. It wasn't until I was older, when I saw the Diadem of Knowledge at the Interdarshan Championship, that I realized it was the same thing. Alright, do you remember where that diadem ended up? It's probably in the Avidya Forest, but I've been back a few times and haven't found anything. No one would believe me if I told them. Alas, even I can't remember it clearly. Perhaps it was a dream I had when I was a child. Well, should we go look for it? Sure, Paimon. Soul Bell. The Soul Bell is an ancient artifact of the Order of Skeptics, which they made together with the Pari for use in the trials meant to choose human heroes. Oops. Well. Continue looking for clues. Woohoo! What's this? Tree? 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 Tree. Up tree? Inside tree. There's a hole in the tree. It seems completely empty and there's nothing in it. Huh? Except this big fucking note, Paimon. Dumbass. The good Nara taught Arakasyapa how to read. Arakasyapa must protect the good Nara. What's this supposed to mean? Ask Dory for information. Oh no, I think Genshin has like a... There's like a Pavlov situation where I play Genshin and I get very sleepy. And I don't know why that is. Well, well, if it isn't Emmy and Paimon yet again. I have the latest update on the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like to hear it? How much is it? It's free. Isn't Lord Sangama Bey generous? Do you guys remember Sachin? The guy who sponsored the Academia Extravaganza. Paimon heard that the prize money and Diadem of Knowledge came from him. Bingo! In fact, not long ago, when I was doing business in the desert, I met an old businessman. And guess what I got from him? A dealer's ledger. With it, I can avoid dangerous areas in the desert and go to more places. Of course, the most important thing is that ledger mentions Sachin. It turned out that Sachin had been in the desert to investigate the people's local conditions and customs. He also had cordial exchanges with the traveling merchants in the desert. Much of the text is lost, but this is a first-hand account of the big sponsor behind the Academia Extravaganza. Would you like a look? Okay, let's have a look then. Old papers. The sandstorms are raging. The caravan has stalled. We ran into a scholar calling himself Sachin. He said he could sponsor the caravan, provided that we... This is a trial of human nature, betrayal, plunder. There was nothing we could do. No one could withstand. If I could do it all over again, I would never have taken that money. Then they wouldn't have had to die, and I wouldn't be living like this. A fate worse than death. People are the most terrifying animals in this world. Eh? This is all hard to understand. Dory, what does all this mean? What does all this mean? I'm afraid that you need it analyzed. If you need it analyzed, it'll cost you an extra 1,000,000 mora. Forget it then. Well, since you're not paying, that'll be all for Dory's special news. But let me give you a hint. There should be someone here who's been to a lot of Academia Extravaganzas. Perhaps you could talk to them? Talk to someone at the venue. Why him? He looks, like, very innocuous. Alas, seeing these young children, I can't help but reminisce about the past. The Interdarshan Championship has always been a stage for young talent. Unfortunately, not every genius will be successful eventually. Why do you say that? Geniuses are mostly stubborn and cold, and find it hard to understand the pain of others. Empathetic people, on the other hand, often fall into self-doubt and depression. People who are not firm can only stand still, while people who are determined but walk down the wrong path refuse to look back. There's a lot to think about here. For this year's Interdarshan Championship, my favorite has to be Sino. Aside from his skills as the General Mahamatra, looking back at the tournament's history, the Spantamad Darshan has the highest percentage of champions. Many people say that the Spantamad Darshan produces many talented people, such as Cyrus, Ruzika, Lisa, Sino. The brighter the talent, the sooner the game will lose its suspense. The most exciting competition was still 20 years ago. At that time, my friend also participated in the game, and I went there to cheer for him. The last round was played in Avidya Forest. In the end, no one dared to approach them, and no one knew what was going on in the depths of the forest. Then I heard the Academia shut down the competition. Later, the Interdarshan Championship removed many of the events in which people fought to the death, discouraging people from being desperate enough to do so. What is your friend like? Let me think. He's honest and kind, but he's also vulnerable and sensitive. Most of all, he cares about us. When we drink together, our time is filled with laughter and cheer. It's just too bad that it's all in the past now. Among the friends we drank with, some died, some disappeared. Some now live in seclusion. They say fate is fickle. Perhaps it's true. Looks like something did happen 20 years ago. Right, didn't Wickus tell us to seek him out if we had any questions? Now that we have time, why don't we ask him? Heh. God damn it. Alright, what do I fucking gotta complete first? To claim the crown? To claim the crown. To claim the crown. Claim the crown. To claim the crown. To claim the crown. Huh? What? Am I dumb? Oh, I'm only on world quests. Ah, fuck. Okay. Can I do part of this super quick and then dip? The quest location is currently involved in other quests. I have to complete it? No! Bitch. I want to complete this one first! No! Maybe once I'm out of this location, it'll let me continue. Alright, so Arav has to tell me about something. What happened? People are here that shouldn't be here. Someone tried to steal something. I've forgotten the plot. You.
Ah, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform you. I only just finished interrogating the suspects.
What did you find out?
Well, lots of unexpected details, let's put it that way. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait. But then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we learned that they were hired by Sachin's own child.
What? Why would someone want to kidnap their own father? What's up with that?
It's anybody's guess at this point. In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. Most of them are still snooping around outside the city. We're diverting manpower as we speak to try and round them all up. Would you like to come along?
Sure! Let's go get to the bottom of all this!
Okay. Can I continue this yet? Okay, back to Dory's thing. Go to the academia to look for Wickus. Wickus? What's your name? That incident from 20 years ago. Why the sudden question? Did you hear any particular information? We've heard it that the diadem seems to have been lost 20 years ago, and some contestant's personality has changed. You seem to know a lot about that. Is there something you're not telling us? not exactly. I was 5 years old when it happened. How could I know? But there are things I've never told anyone. I'm actually a part of the Academia Extravaganza's planning committee. Because of the influence of a senior colleague. That senior colleague and I met on a trip. He was a bit timid and would always flee and cower somewhere at the first sign of emergency. One day, 4 years ago, I said to him, I want to go back to the Academia. The Academia Extravaganza is about to begin.
And then?
Upon mentioning the Academia Extravaganza, he got startled and said something about, it has nothing to do with me. When I said goodbye to him, he insisted on getting a drink with me. After several drinks, he started talking all sorts of nonsense. I also had too many, and in my drunken stupor, I didn't really hear him that well. I only remember that he said he lost the Diadem of Knowledge for a while. He was in charge of the distribution and recovery of the Diadem of Knowledge, and that he nearly had a heart attack upon realizing that the diadem was missing. Fortunately, he finally found it in a tree hole.
Like the one we saw before.
He said that the Diadem of Knowledge is a very valuable treasure, which is recorded in many ancient books. Legend has it was built by a famous craftsman in ancient times, and carries a secret that no one knows. Sachin had entrusted the Academia to safeguard the diadem, after all. If my senior was responsible for the diadem's disappearance, he could not afford to pay for it with his meager wealth. Even if the loss was temporary, no one should know of it, lest the Academia find him guilty of gross negligence.
So he covered it up?
Yes. It seems that he also said that many people came to inquire about it, including children, but he said that the diadem had never been lost. But he was so scared that when things blew over, he quit his job and left the Academia. I drank too much that night, and when I woke up the next day, he was gone. The more I thought about it, the more I had a bad feeling that issues would crop up in the Academia Extravaganza if entrusted to someone like him. I didn't have a job at the time, so I joined the Academia Extravaganza planning committee. I tried to investigate things on the inside too, but I couldn't find anything. And the diadem was found, and the man whose personality was said to have changed was dead, and there was nothing to be found. Still, 20 years is a long time. Long enough that the people involved from the beginning no longer remember, nor care. That's all I know. If you're curious, keep investigating, and maybe one day you'll discover the truth.
That's easy for you to say. We don't have much to go on. Do you have any more information? Like where the senior colleague went?
I haven't heard from him. Later, I almost went to the desert to look for him, but in the vast desert, it was almost impossible to run into him. To make up for it, I do have some information on Sachin. Would you like to hear it?
Sure. Tell us.
When I was traveling, I did so with an Eremite commander. While we were chatting, he said he came into possession of an article written by an Academia researcher. He seemed to think it was something precious, and refused to show it to anyone, only to let me peek at it at my request. I only caught a glimpse of it, but I saw that it was signed by Sachin. I didn't know who Sachin was, nor did I care. After joining the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee, the AEPC, I found out that he was an important member of the Vahumana Darshan who sponsored the event. If you're interested, I can find the Eremite commander in the desert. He's usually in the valley of Dari.
Information related to Sachin? All right, let's go take a look.
Okay. Ask the mercenary about Sachin. Oh, god damn it. I'm doing pretty good on waypoints. But not good enough, apparently. Where is that one? Is it underground? There's a big ol' hole. But then there's over here. It's in the pit. Oh, that's fine. I guess I just haven't made it over here yet. Boop. What up? What do you want? Whoa, this guy looks real fierce. Either say your piece or leave. I have no time for you. Actually, we heard that you have Sachin's article on you, so we were wondering if we could have a look. Are you kidding me? No, why would you ask that? It seems like you guys really don't know. Some time ago, I had the article appraised. Turns out it's nothing more than a personal travel journal, and is of little value. I hired my father to keep him safe. That Sachin fellow would often walk, ask, write, and mumble. There was one time his papers were blown away by the wind. He said it was no big deal. My father, however, thought that things written by intellectuals must be valuable, so he looked around for them at night with a torch. None among my family can read. My father cherished this article and then passed it on to me. I had no idea it was completely worthless. Sounds unfortunate, but do you still have it? Yes. You want to have a look? You can look at it as much as you want. Since it's not worth anything, there's no need for me to be stingy. Unclear notes. Once the gods reigned supreme. All life flocked to them like sheep seeking shepherds, and those who suffered did so in silence. Now, divine power has dwindled while human wisdom has blossomed. However, those who suffer face suffering still. There's a saying in Liyue that goes, life is like lodging at an inn. And in Inazuma, all things are but void. It hurts every time I read these words. I tried to seek the reason for this. The wheel of time turns, and the only constant throughout Sumeru's history is human nature. Since arriving in the desert, I have conducted a total of 64 experiments over the course of 7 years. Men are like prisoners or captured animals, feeding on each other's happiness until one is doomed to eternal torment. Therefore, where there is gain, there must be loss. Where there is happiness, there is agony. Everyone is a victim, but everyone is also a perpetrator. Greed and numbness reside in the heart of humanity. Driven by greed, humans choose to commit evil, and numbness is why they turn a blind eye to the evil of others. But if this is what the world is, what is, then, the meaning of the world? The future is to the present, as the present is to the past. Peace was never an option. Conflict is the eternal truth. Everything, from my knowledge, my wisdom, to my life, is but nothingness. Bro. So this is the article? This is the article that Sachin wrote? To be honest, Paimon can't make any sense of it. But judging from the crummy handwriting, Paimon can't exactly say why, but Paimon has the feeling he was going through a very tough time. Well, we're done reading it. Thank you very much. You're welcome. It's not worth any money, but I'm going to keep it anyway. After all, my father entrusted it to me. Come see me again if you want to look at it again. Ask Dory for information. Do I have any keys? Probably not. I don't even know where those are in my inventory. Oh. Oh, well. Well.
Following orders.
Nyum. Nyum. Hello. Thank you.
Finding treasure is pretty exhilarating.
Woo! I technically have a key still for what? I have 2 Leeway Shrine keys. Well. Gotta go talk to Dory again. Ooh, I could stream Cookie Run later. It's time yet again for an information sale from Lord Sangame Bay. Would you two like to purchase the latest reports? Let me see. This information isn't that important, so it'll only go for 500,000 mora. It's half the usual price. What a bargain. Mind giving it to me for free? Oh, whoa, you want to bring it down to 0 mora? Just as I expected. But I am the great Lord Sangama Bay. Well, since you're so interested, I'll tell you for free. But you must keep it to yourselves. I heard that 20 years ago, there was a contestant whose personality suddenly changed after taking part in the competition. Well, it looks like someone saw him in Aru Village. I wonder where he ended up. That's all the information you're getting for free. If you want to hear more, you gotta pay 2 million mora. I appreciate your patronage. What a ripoff! We could just go to Aru Village ourselves and ask around. Back to Aru Village. Ah! Hi, Riley. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god, I haven't had like any water today. That's a lie, I had some this morning.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Oh no! Thanks. I got a full glass of water just for this. Ooh. Ah, 20 years ago, a young man did appear here. Back then, life was much harder than it is now. Poverty, disease, ignorance, they tormented us constantly. That young man, clearly from the academia with a bright future, was nevertheless willing to come here and help us. He taught us how to deal with Winnet and monsters. He bought us lots of medicine with money from his own pocket and took care of the ill all by himself. He sounds like a great guy. Yeah, too bad the good die young. He was always frowning and no one knew what he was worried about. Everyone was wondering if he was going to leave us. This place did not have the means to properly host him. Still, many said he was a bit crazy to begin with. For example, he would sometimes tell children a story about how, as a child, he taught a strange creature to write. Later, he would often leave the village and explore the desert. Once I asked him what he was looking for, and he said he wanted to talk to someone from the Nagara something group. Later on, I heard that he died in the quicksand. And it is said that he encountered a caravan trapped in quicksand on his way to investigate something. He saved many people, but he himself was unable to get out in time. At that time, there was still a half-finished letter addressed to his child at home. After he died, my son took that letter with him, thinking about delivering it someday. Oh no! Oh no, wait! This is fucked up! That's like Kave's dad, right? Is that unfinished letter still here? No, it's not here. To live a better life, my son became a mercenary. He was killed in a scuffle a few years ago, and his belongings were taken. Oh my god. Oh no! That's so sad! What the fuck? His dad died in quicksand and had a half-written letter to him, but the letter never made it to Kaveh. Oh my god. This is sad. Also, yes, Riley, that name was awful. But it's probably pronounced like a really fancy way. Not many people know these things anymore. I'm getting old. Perhaps I'll forget these things soon too. Jesus. Wait, this sucks. Do I have to tell him?
It's time to make plans for the future.
Oh my god. Is that it for the Dory quest? Man. What a downer. I have so many. I have so many quests. Okay, back to the main voice acted.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Oh.
This sucks, man. I wonder how it's gonna be different now that I know about his dad.
Are you sure this is the right place? Something feels off.
Everyone's just taking a nap.
I'm positive. But I don't understand why they're all unconscious on the ground.
They're fine. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Hello?
Boss, we got more company.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people here. You want the real culprit? It's this guy. He hired us to kidnap Sachin.
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Dude's just growling.
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
With who? Who did this?
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches. After that, some guy wearing green came along and interrogated us for a bit.
I've got the confirmation I needed. This is the one who masterminded this whole plot. Jawani, Sachin's son. If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done, I'm arresting them all and taking them back to the academia for further interrogation.
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped and left to go and live a carefree life, not giving a second thought for my welfare. As if that's not bad enough already, he went and put his entire fortune in the care of the academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a genius he admired. That's my inheritance, by rights. You expect me to sit back and watch it go to someone else? If he won't give me what's mine, I'll just have to take it from him.
I kinda get it. Because his dad was like... You can have everything I own if you do my goofy little quest. Instead of like, I don't know, distributing it like a normal person. Were you seriously planning to...
Of course. Didn't he say he would be here somewhere, watching the championship from the shadows? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the Academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen genius.
So, did you find him?
No. The old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere watching all this go on and laughing to himself. I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable of.
What do you know about the Diadem of Knowledge?
Diadem of Knowledge? You mean that thing he donated to the Academia? Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. He sold a lot of assets to purchase it back in the day. Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too. For example, sometimes we'd hear a high-pitched voice coming from the storage room. Also, before donating it to the Academia, he once shut himself in that same storeroom and researched it non-stop for days.
Oh!
Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point.
Bliss.
Nothing he did shocked me.
What do you mean something wrong with him?
Thank you for the raid.
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. But I have the impression that he went out into the desert for research and didn't return for
How
many
was
years.
Cube Escape?
When he finally did return, he was a changed person. He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays day and night. I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, he signed his contract with the Academia. Part of me
Sleepy.
wonders whether he'd already stopped being my father by that point. Perhaps the man we
You
called
escaped the
Sachin
box.
was a
Good
demon from
job.
the desert who was wearing his skin.
Okay, you can stop now. You're creeping Paimon out.
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if you do see Sachin, tell him this for me. Whatever it is that he's researching out there, he'll always be garbage in my eyes.
I'm not gonna tell him that
You
for
finished? In that case, come with us.
you. Jesus.
Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Thanks for providing us with the critical information. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
The Diadem of Knowledge.
Yeah, Alhaitham's notes do mention that item.
Scribe Alhaitham looked into this matter. Understood.
How is your
Well, if you believe
favorite
there to
little
be an issue with the
antagonist,
diadem, I'd
Paimon?
suggest contacting
Oh,
the
she's
organizers and getting them to
just
pause the
doing the
competitions
usual.
while we investigate.
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to tell Karina what's going on.
Just kind of vaguely commenting on stuff and summing up letters for me. And then complaining that I'm not feeding her enough. Well, hey, now that you guys are here, I might do some wishes. Because those are more fun to do with people. Please, give me your luck, okay? I'm trying to get this green bitch. Look at him. Snake Man. Thank you. I'm absorbing your luck. Yeah, it's the snake that I want, not the man. Oh shit, I got Candace. Okay. I didn't have her. So I want, mostly I want Baiju, but I also really want Kaveh. Kave's a 4-star though, so I'm more likely to get him. If I don't get him though, I'll be very sad. Hold on, I have to write this down. 10. wishes. Official? Okay. Our Chunibyo princess. A cool sword. Okay. 2 4 stars. Him. I want him. Oh my god, we're at a 5-star. Tony wishes in. God damn it. That's fine. Fucking D-Luke. I should be happy. Get out of here. That was pretty fast though. Like, it usually takes me like at least 60 pulls to get a 5-star. Yay! Oh my god, okay, I got Kame. Yes. Okay, I have no idea how he plays. I haven't done his trial yet, so I'm very excited. Ooh, okay. He's the Kabe's the briefcase boy. He's so fucking funny. Like, I don't know, he's not even that, I don't know, there's something about him that fascinates me. He's so funny. He's so pathetic, but like tries so hard. My boy! Yeah, I'll take another Chongyun. Hell yeah. I'm always happy to see him. Another Kave. Okay, okay. Boy, that's just all the same sword, huh? Ooh, this one kind of sucks. Another Candace. Candace take any more pulls? Shut the fuck up. I need a boo redeem. I just need a soundboard for myself, honestly. Don't applaud yourself! Wow, a fancy spear. Okay. That wasn't gold, right? That was pink? I think. Another fucking Kave. Alright. I better like his playstyle. Thank you, Bliss. I'm absorbing the Love Live luck. Good lord, this one's holding out, huh? Another official. Okay. What are we at? What's my count at? I got Diluc, and then it was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We are now at 70. Another Candace. Another official. Fucking please. God damn it. There we go. There he is. There you are, you son of a bitch. Here he comes. Not you. Move! Kame, get out of the way. There he is. This fucking guy. Good God. Thank you. Jeez. Why'd that... He took so long. Thank God I've been saving. I do have 70 more pulls. I could. If I like him, and I want to try and get a second one, I might try. But... Woohoo! Okay. Who we got? Chongyun is now... How do I really only have Constellation 2? Wow. Okay. Official. Oh no, is she gonna... She's almost max. Good lord. Okay, and then we've got Diluc. I have fucking C2 Candace. Cafe is C3. Cave. Wow. Actually, I'm gonna inspect him first, because he's cute. And I have, like...
Where's my key? Not again.
A renowned architect from Sumeru who perhaps cares a bit too much about too many things. He is an aesthetic Aesthet? Troubled by reality. He's so cute. He's Alhatham's roommate, and they hate each other. It's really good. In a land brimming with as much talent as Sumeru, one is practically spoiled for choice when it comes to designers. But when one speaks of architects, few are those who will not subconsciously think of Kaveh. The Kashwarwar graduate was once named the greatest architect in several decades and is known as the Light of Kashwarwar. Kaveh himself, however, is unfortunately unmoved by this title. Such lovely names and titles are to him acknowledgement and shackles both. For example, Kaveh's insolvency remains a matter of shame for him to this day. A person with little to no standing could just admit to such a thing, but a famous architect cannot. In fact, such undue candor might result in a crisis of reputation for him. So Kaveh cannot but avoid this topic to save face, and be forced to masquerade as a man living in leisure. Thanks to his abilities as a designer and his astounding aesthetic attainments, people believe in his talent, and thus in his facade as well. After all, what could possibly trouble Kaveh, architect extraordinaire? Aesthetic. I think I struggled with that word before.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation. Nice to meet you. I'm Kaveh, an architect. If you have a project you'd like me to work on, then I'll need a detailed description of what you have in mind. The ability to appreciate beauty is an important virtue. It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while. People aren't made to stay cooped up inside all the time. My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. Better make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up. Huh? When did it start to rain? Oh no, I forgot to bring an umbrella. Did you see that? That bolt of lightning was such an interesting shape. Feels like the wind's creeping in from the back of my shirt. And also the front.
Because you don't fucking wear... Because he's got holes in all of his shirts.
This isn't my first trek into the desert, but I can never get used to the heat. Is there no shade anywhere? I get dizzy and sleepy when I'm under the sun for too long. It's a similar feeling to pulling an all-nighter on a work project. Did you sleep well? I hope you have a great day today, and that you don't run into someone who ruins your day first thing in the morning.
Oh my god. Oh, I fucking love him. I hope your day was good, and that you don't live with someone you fucking hate.
This midday sun is fierce. I should go check on the building materials I left out to dry. There's supposed to be a great view of the stars tonight. Don't you think that's a good omen?
Oh, Nobe, hello! Thank you for the follow.
It's fair to say I'm a pretty proud person when it comes to my area of expertise. Most scholars are when talking about their chosen fields. After all, we build our whole lives around it. I mean, if I ever stopped taking pride in my own work, then I would also forfeit the right to have any expectations of myself or anyone else. You must have seen the Palace of Alcazarzaray before. That's my magnum opus. I sacrificed so much for that. Everyone else thought I'd lost my mind. Well, if you're not me, and you don't share my trade, I wouldn't expect you to understand. It'd be nice to meet someone who did understand, though.
You saw I was live after checking your email. How did your emotes go?
People who know what drives them to create deserve our respect. Wouldn't you agree? The uninitiated often assume that the expertise of Kashwarwar architects starts with clay and ends with lumber. It's such an ignorant perspective that it's not even worth arguing against. If all it took to build a house was to smoosh a few random materials together, there'd be no need for this discipline in the first place. As well as being one of the building blocks of human culture and civilization, architecture is also an art form. Art does not exist in a vacuum, so I've always been mindful of the experiential factor for the occupants, and the emotional character conveyed to those looking on from the outside. Oh, and I'm always looking for better ways to integrate artistic expression and practical functionality.
Oh boy, this guy can talk. You finished line work. Tomorrow you color them. Ooh, good. Fun. Fun. Thank you.
You heard
You
that
like my
I've earned
VTuber?
myself a little fame in Sumeru?
I've got,
Don't believe everything you hear. They're
a little cloak.
exaggerating, trust me.
I'm a little wingies.
It's easy enough to make a name for yourself in Sumeru if you stick around here long enough. Honestly, I think managing to keep a low profile would be more of an achievement. I hope you didn't hear about me because of my bankruptcy scandal, though. If you're actually willing to hear me out, I could tell you about some of my more redeeming qualities. Music, architecture, sculpting, painting, all are worth taking the time to appreciate properly. I wouldn't say I'm an expert in all of them, but as long as I stay interested, maybe I can master them all one day. I mean, look, I already know how to play an instrument.
Aww. Good for you, Kaveh.
My troubles? The most obvious one would be my financial situation. It's not that I can't make more, it's just I can't seem to hold on to it. So many things in life require money, and if you're not careful, it just disappears. Don't worry about me, though. I'm a lot better than I used to be. I'll be more careful to live within my means in the future.
So Kaveh, he like makes money, but he's really gullible and is like constantly like offering to help people. So he gets scammed really easily out of his money. And that's why he's forced to live with Alhaitha, because he can't live on his own. Because he can't afford a place.
My favorites are alcohol, warm soup, and anything with cream or cheese in it. Oh, and I'll never say no to fresh fruit.
Yeah, I'm a puppy wizard.
I can't deal with anything that's too hot or spicy. If I have to
A
eat
little
them, I leave them to
sparkle
cool
dog.
first, so I at least don't burn my tongue. This is marvelous. Can you teach me how to make it? I bet this would go great with a glass of wine. Huh? It's,
He's so cute. You're so cute. I hate this guy. I'm not listening to these. Okay, and then this motherfucker, Snake Man. Do your thing. What you got, bud? Well, he doesn't make weird breathing noises for his idle animation. Which is all I can ask for in this fucking game. The owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy, who is rarely seen without the white snake named Changxing. His medical knowledge is encyclopedic, and his personal intrigues subtle. Baiju, the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy, is a master of the medicinal arts. He is benevolent and kind, yet also shrouded in mystery and other contradictions. Despite having countless admiring physicians begging for his attention, he has insisted on choosing a zombie who can barely sort medicinal ingredients to be his apprentice. And though only a mortal, a talking snake with a powerful spiritual energy is always wrapped around his shoulders. Maladies major and minor may all be mitigated with his medicine. Who fucking wrote that? Are you kidding me? But the physician seems unable to cure himself. Such a person does not go unnoticed in Liyue, for the greater a person's capabilities, the greater the calamity they could cause should their heart harbor any evil intent. Whoa. Yet both public observation and private investigation have not only found no trace of any hidden wickedness, but have seemed to confirm time and time again that his unimpeachable reputation as a benevolent doctor was, in fact, the unvarnished truth. As for all those inscrutable secrets, Baiju simply smiles and laughs. Good medicine is so bitter. So it shouldn't be a problem to let a good doctor keep a few secrets, no? Yeah. So Baiju, like the moment he was in the game, I was like, he's gonna become a playable character, and I need him when it happens. So I've basically been saving for this moment. I had I'm not fully free to play. I do the Welkin Moon monthly thing. To get Primo gems. But I had, what was it, 170 wishes saved up for today. I was so ready. And now that I have him, I'm like, now what? What am I saving for? I still have 70 wishes left. You kept getting Dory. Oh my god, my friend was streaming Genshin and they were doing pulls and they ran out of wishes and I was like, oh, here's a couple more on me. And I sent him I don't know, some money. And they did 5 more wishes or something. And all they got was Dory. And I was like, no! I funded Dory! Terrible.
Hello, I am Baiju, a practitioner of medicine at Boo Boo Pharmacy. So, are you experiencing any discomfort? If so, where? And how many days have the symptoms persisted? You don't require medical attention? Oh, so you came to see me? Ah, then I'm sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you to wait. I'd like to see the other patients first before discussing things any further.
Damn, okay. You want Klee. I noticed she only comes out during the summer. Oh, you're right, because she was featured in both the summer events. Right? Klee is so cute. If I was less stingy with my wishes, I probably would have tried to get Klee. Because, oh my god, she just, really activates the cute aggression. She's so fucking adorable. Everything she does. All of her, animations. She's so cute.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting the snake to talk during these.
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
There's no way this dude is 100% nothing strange going on. I don't trust that for a second.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about. The weather is damp and chilly. I suggest getting indoors to avoid these conditions, if possible. Don't worry. As long as we watch the road ahead and avoid walking under the trees, then the lightning should not pose any problems for us.
What is this? Is this a wrap? It's not on his skin. What do you got? What
So cold. So sleepy.
Chang Shang? Chang Shang? out like a light.
Oh, that's cute.
What lovely weather. Which reminds me, we just received a batch of herbs.
Don't worry. Even if Chi-Chi forgot to dry out the herbs, Herbalist Gui will certainly remember to put them out in the sun.
Yes, you're right. I would advise you to stay out of such windy conditions. Don't forget to always consider your health first.
This dude has mad scientist vibes. He definitely tests stuff on himself. If he can't kidnap someone. Right? Like, it's like it's there. Like,
Good morning.
There has to be something
I'm in the habit
going
of
on.
enjoying a cup of tea before breakfast. Shall I pour some for you?
He has like a fucking warlock pact with his snake. This is not normal. This man is not normal. You have Diona, Dory, Sayu, but no Chi-Chi or Klee. Oh. And once you get them, your tiny baby squad will be complete.
You mustn't sit for extended periods of time after eating lunch. Instead, I recommend going for a walk. It's good for digestion. Good evening. If you're here for treatment, then I'm afraid that Boo Boo Pharmacy's clinic has already closed for the day. However, if you are experiencing a medical emergency, then I'll see what I can do for you, of course. If you happen to be here just to see me, then you're right on time. I'm off duty now. Ah, you're still awake. Is that a yawn I see? Yes, my master did entrust to me many medical formulas from the ancient era. However, although the ancient prescriptions were compiled by our ancestors and have stood the test of time, we mustn't also forget to look forward. Times have changed, and so have our surroundings and customs. Treatments that were effective in the bygone times may not prove to be as effective now. Clinging to the classic prescriptions of the past may not ultimately serve the best interest of the patients nowadays.
Hell yeah, Baiju. It's good mindset.
I tend to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status. I treat everyone fairly, and I do my best to heal them. You are no exception either. It's said that there are a wide variety of mushroom species native to Sumeru's rainforests, and that some species can even cause hallucinatory effects, which may have medicinal value. However, I've never had the opportunity to study these mushrooms in detail. I'm thinking to go and have a look for myself the next time I'm on vacation. I am merely a mortal doctor, so I'm afraid I don't have many interesting stories to share.
Normal people don't say that.
If you're looking for legends, then you should go to the Helyu Tea House and listen to the storytellers there.
I am merely a mortal doctor.
I enjoy sorting medicinal ingredients and using each ingredient's unique properties to produce pills or ointments. I know this process like the back of my hand. People think that the process of making medicine is difficult and complicated, but to me, it brings endless enjoyment. Amazing, isn't it? That we can condense the bounties of heaven and earth into a tiny, unremarkable pill and use it to bring people back from the verge of death. The most difficult part of seeing patients isn't prescribing medication, but identifying the cause of the disease. There could be a million reasons why someone may feel unwell. Maybe they were having a friendly Draeun chili eating contest with someone and ended up damaging their stomach without realizing it. Or maybe circumstances led them to drink too much water, which caused them to start feeling nauseous. I just wish people would take better care of themselves and find something better to do than repeatedly put their bodies through so much distress. Why would you ever purchase so much candy?
Candy is his least
Just be sure not to eat
favorite
it too
food.
quickly. And remember that too much candy can give you cavities. Me? I seldom indulge in sweets, and I don't often eat spicy food either. After all, if I don't watch what I eat, then how can I expect that of my patients? You shouldn't be a picky eater. Meat, eggs, milk, vegetables, fruit. They
Milk?
all have nutritional value and should be a regular part of your diet. But you should also avoid eating too much. Eating or drinking excessively can also be detrimental to your health. Take it from me. As a doctor, I know all too well that many health crises find their way into the body from the mouth.
Superb. More, please.
It is good, isn't it? Ah, well done. Your culinary skills have improved. Well, at least it still tastes better than medicine.
Boo Boo Clinic? Yeah, it's the Boo Boo Pharmacy. Alright. How do I want to divide this up? Let's get you somewhere where you won't, like, die instantly.
Everything must...
Uh-oh, that's the best I can get. Alright, and then Kave. I can't ascend him anymore. Alright, here's my level 20 boy. I don't know. This isn't gonna matter. Riley, have you seen how Kave uses his sword? So he uses like the big sword, like the claymore, right? This little twink. Uh-oh, did my phone die? Well, that's fine.
I'll treat your wounds.
There it goes.
Is that the client? Wait. Oh, it's you!
Hehe, he's so cute. So he uses his like it just, it's like, I think it's his briefcase that does it. He doesn't hold the sword. I'm obsessed with him. Hehehehe. He's so funny. God. Hold on, what about... Oh, I didn't see it. The leaves were in the way. He like shakes his hand.
Where's my key? Oh, not again.
I'm a BRB while I go grab my other phone charger.
Where's my key? Oh, not again.
Okay. I will still remain a PNG while my phone is
The ability to
booting back
appreciate
up.
beauty is an important virtue.
But he's so cute. Okay. And then what is this?
Scanning.
Ooh. Wait, what does that do? Use what is it? Merak? Uses Merak's mapping ability for offensive purposes. Initiating a radial scan that deals AoE Dendro. It will also scan all Dendro cores in its AoE and cause them to immediately burst. Ooh. Uses Merak to perform up to 4 consecutive attacks. Drain stamina over time. Plunging attack. Painted Dome. Completely unleashes Merak's energy and creates a cubic scanned space, dealing AoE Dendro to all opponents within it, causing all Dendro cores to immediately burst. And granting Kaveh the following enhanced combat abilities. Increases attack. All Dendro cores created by your own party through Bloom will deal additional damage. Increases resistance to interruption. Every building style includes the architect's unique worldview, and from this angle, one can say that the buildings themselves are coalescences of human memories. When damage dealt by a Dendro core... Oh, that's locked. Cool. The art of budgeting. When Kaveh crafts landscape, building, and courtyard type furnishings, he has a 100% chance to refund a portion of the materials used. Ooh, talented boy. I want to like test this in battle, but I will die instantly. This dude has 2,000 HP. Like this boar. Is this boar gonna kill me?
Sight clear.
Good job, bud. See, that's gonna completely kill me. You know what? Hold on. I can be strategic. Oh, fuck. Leave me alone, please. We're gonna give this party a babysitter.
What shall we do? Like a lamb to the slaughter. Solidify.
All right. Where'd you go?
Come at me.
So if Tainari does this, does it make... What makes the little orbs?
Sight clear. Where do you think you're going?
Alright, and then Baiju, what do you do? What is this? Do you just heal? What the fuck is happening? Huh? What was that? Wait a second, what do you do? What? Normal attack, the classics of acupuncture. Universal diagnosis. Controls a gossamer sprite that cruises and attacks nearby opponents dealing dendro. After it performs 3 attacks, or if there are no opponents nearby, the sprite will return, healing all nearby party members based on Baiju's maxed HP. Ooh. Those in the medical field who can read true signs of illness from false ones may even cure people before any symptoms can show. Thank you, Riley. Holistic Revivification. Enters the pulsing clarity state, creating a seamless shield that absorbs dendro damage. It will heal your own active character and attack opponents by unleashing spirit veins, dealing dendro when a character is under the If you can perceive the heavens and the earth, defend against malignant auras with the flow of ki and keep your mind clear. Chi? And keep your mind clear. Surely none can hinder you. Baiju gains different effects according to the current HP of your current active character. When their HP is less than 50%, Baiju gains 20% healing bonus. When Baiju is in the party, interacting with certain harvestable items will heal your current active character. What? That's cool. Riley, are you here? Look at how Kabe fights with his sword. He doesn't pick it up. I love him.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Oh, jeez. That's really cool to watch. I like that. Oh my god.
Where do you think you're going? Scanning.
Oh, okay. No, that's Tanner. He's so cute.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Hey, come at me. Stabilize.
I'm so close.
Sight clear.
Okay. What do you do?
Feast your eyes.
Okay. Just a little AoE thing. And then if there were any of those, like, dendro orbs, I think it said they would explode. Alright, and then Baiju.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
He's so cute. I have experimented enough. I will continue the quest. Oh, my phone's back on.
Where's my key? Not again.
Okay. And I'm back.
Karina!
You're finally back. Where have you been? I looked everywhere for you. The third round's already started.
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap Sachin. But that's not important right now. We think there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge, and we'd like to investigate it.
The diadem? That seems unlikely. The Diadem of Knowledge has been used in every extravaganza over the last 2 decades, always without incident. Why has this come up now?
Some new information has come to light.
This is pretty serious. Let me think. Okay, here's the situation. The diadem is currently in Mount Ima Forest. We moved it there before the third round began. In the third round, contestants have to go into Mount Ima Forest, find the diadem, bring it back, and place it on the stand. The first person to do this gets 4 points. Considering how close the scores are between our contestants, whoever wins this round is very likely to be the winner of the whole competition. As such, I suspect competition to be very fierce. You might not make it in time.
We have to give it a shot.
I'll mark the diadem's location for you. Please head there immediately. Let's hope nothing happens.
All right, let's go. That's weird. The locator stopped working. Is the forest interfering with it? Ugh. Let's just go grab the diadem.
Why this year?
You can see me going to town on these chips. Here?
Uh-oh. This place looks empty. Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
What? You really made me do that? Oh my god.
my sword!
Huh. Oh, they're just chilling.
Oh, looks like Layla has seized the diadem. But getting to the goal won't be easy.
Ooh. Oh my god.
He enters the fray.
That guy. Yo, he cannot fly for that long.
Horizon's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating up. Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
It's Kave's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner.
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
What just happened to me?
Something's wrong.
What? That was really cool. Oh my god.
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research.
That was fucking
Come, Kaveh.
crazy.
Come to me, my child.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
I am Sachin. Well, to be precise, I am but a fragment of Sachin's mind. Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met. But you are made of sterner stuff than he. More cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all that I once owned. We meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness.
No, you can't. He can't win because then
You
he'll
have all
move out.
performed outstandingly in this Interdashon Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks, and you are the creme of the creme. But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists, and that is the source of our misery. 28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, endless strife and slaughter.
Everybody else sees this, right? It's not just us.
Conflict over water sources, robbing of merchant caravans, exploitation of the people relentlessly, day after day. Beyond the wall of Samiel lay a completely different world from the one I knew. The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a way to save them.
So, did you find a way?
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer. I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out the scholars living deep in the desert who called themselves the Lost Darshan. But in the end, I found that the answer I sought simply did not exist. It was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party, for the sins are carved into humanity's very nature. Our nature begets conflict, and conflict begets destruction. This is the inexorable truth. The aim of my research was to draw lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers no such guidance. Things can only ever go from bad to worse. After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of emptiness, I could no longer bear to face life. And so, I decided to bring my life to an end. But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the academia manage my estate.
As I thought, the contract you signed with the academia was in essence your will. But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
I mentioned that I had performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. You may regard this as the very last experiment of them all. The academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation. And so, with a handsome reward to draw out the worthiest of individuals, my hope was that one day, I would find one who could untangle the mystery of human nature once and for all, and help to move the world onto a better path.
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Huh?
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent, yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment, part of my investigation into human nature. Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed. I grieve the fundamental sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable weight of its history, and I lament the research that I failed to complete. And this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned? For me to do with as I please?
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that I could not.
I don't know, dog.
Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering? Or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored at our...
Huh? I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already. The last thing I need is more suffering. Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain? Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them.
He's so cute! I love him! What the fuck?
I guess that'll be the end of that.
Kaveh.
Are you alright? Any physical discomfort?
I'm fine. Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Interdarshan Championship. As the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate. For the avoidance of doubt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all of Sachin's wealth?
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better.
Really?
Projecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
He's really not just gonna
Alright.
take a little bit off the
As a
top.
scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine.
He's so cute.
I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps. Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility. It's the
Then I'll
least I
be
can do.
fucking arrogant about it.
And, well, it's the only thing I can do.
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare follow through with. I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it. Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
What? Please. I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award ceremony.
He's so... Oh, they're so cute.
Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue. Let's head over and check it out.
God, I really like him. Ah, I feel like such a normie. He's so like, he's just a good boy. Who am I? He's so cute though.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that brings this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close.
Like 5 people
It
clap.
gives me great pleasure to invite our champion, Kaveh, to the stage to receive his award. Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award. However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charitable causes.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much, Mora. And he gave it all up?
Like, just take a bit.
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better.
Just take
Of course,
enough
without
that
the
you can
diadem
move
and prize money
out.
to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh? I'm sure many of our audience, like myself, are curious to learn why you decided to give all this wealth away.
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though I'd say luck played a big part in that. As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves. It shouldn't be up to one person to make a judgment on. Not him, and not me either. Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card. Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the Sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project proposals, forget it.
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on, we've still got the whole Wisdom Gala to explore.
Is that Sungwon again? I love hearing him pop up.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speeches, but this one was just so tiring.
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all, but whatever else happened, you're the champion, you know? Don't you think you should be proud of that?
I suppose. Oh, wait. Sino said he wanted the card, didn't he? And now I have it, right here.
So you're gonna give it to him?
Oh my god, you guys!
If it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of more off it.
Never mind. Never mind.
Why would I do that? It's of no use to me whatsoever. I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you next see him?
Whoa, whoa! This is a super big deal! You should do it yourself! Come on, let's go find Sino.
Huh? But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair!
Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna give the card to Sino? You have no use for it.
What you looking at, Sino?
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use for it than I.
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
What else would I do with it? I have no use for it.
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and I will help.
I love Sino.
That's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure my
Yes,
own
my
issues out
life
by
is a
myself.
wreck.
All right. In that case, I accept your generosity. But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply take it from you. How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price. Namely, the price that the previous limited edition card sold for.
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
1 million more at the very least.
How much?
1 million more?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
1 million mora for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we played.
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out on things like this. But really, it's fine. I'd feel bad taking more from a friend.
Don't feel bad. I save a lot. I can spare the mora for this card.
Please let someone give you things.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch that, you know. You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable.
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. I guess you've been through a lot?
I don't want to talk about it.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice. In any case, I, Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny. Kaveh, come with me in a few moments to collect the mora. Thanks to you, I have achieved my goal for participating in this tournament.
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further. Well, at least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over. In fact, let me treat you all to a meal later. Bring Tainari and Kale, too.
Well, this is what they call all's well that ends well. Paimon wonders how the other contestants are doing. Let's go check in with them, shall we? Since we're guest commentators and all.
I love everyone here. Okay, why was Scaramouche here? He wanted the thing? He wanted the special little hat? Why? He said that he was here for someone else, like under instruction, but he wouldn't say who. Wait, where the fuck am I going? I should be up top. What am I doing down here? Oh. No, this is right.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
Really? Well then, sure, Madame Farzan. Maybe you could pick out a few fashionable outfits for us.
Farzan! Nilu! Even Dia and Candace are here! What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madame Farzan here is pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
I don't really see anything I'm familiar with. Never mind. We can purchase some textiles and make the clothes ourselves. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base. And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
Oh, wait a sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the older folks back home would wear.
Don't worry. This style is a timeless classic.
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Wait. Madame Farzan's right. That style is a classic and used to be mainstream fashion. But these days, There's some other options too. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet up, especially since Candace rarely makes it to Sumeru City. Also, I know a few places where I can get a great bargain.
Sure. I'm happy to leave it to you.
Nilu is so cute.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of today are into.
Madame Farazan? Come quick, she's over here.
What was that wave?
Who are you?
We're new in the academia. We saw all the amazing things you did during the competition. Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
That's great! We can't wait. What's your area of research? Precision mechanics?
I'm from Haravatat.
Huh? But you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now. You were representing the Haravatat Darshan in the championship. Oh, their classes are so boring, though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future.
Oh my god.
I'll be there.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Farazan, and I'd like to learn from you for a while if possible. I can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange. But I look forward to learning from you.
I see. You're a good egg, child. Don't worry. Study under me, and I promise you, you will get the best teaching available.
You're a good egg, child.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any further. See you in class.
I don't quite understand what happened there, but congratulations, I think.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
Sorry, we can't. We've got a meal with Kaveh later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before then. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla not too long ago, though.
Oh, don't make me talk to Layla again.
But she was hanging out with some other Ratahoa students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her. Are you gonna go and see what she's up to?
Do I have
Ratahoa students? They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right?
Fine.
Oh, she didn't end up winning, so Paimon wonders how they feel about that. Let's go take a peek.
All right. Let's talk to you guys one more time.
If you don't come to Sumeru City often, classic floral designs aren't a bad choice. Those don't really go out of style. And of course, since you're putting this on your body, you need to consider the type of fabric the clothes are made from. Some materials might look stunning, but they can be terribly uncomfortable to wear.
Agreed. After all, is fashion not the constant phasing in and out of classics? In that sense, you could always consider the style I suggested too.
Wait, sorry, ma'am, but I think it could be quite a while before the style you recommended comes back into fashion.
I actually think the style recommended by Madame Farazan is quite beautiful.
Isn't it just? You have a discerning eye, my dear.
Chat with the Darshan representatives. Alright, where's the other ones? Layla, where are you? Are you over here?
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
Oh, stop it! If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, But you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first 2 rounds, right?
This dude's
I heard
voice.
that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
Aw, I just got lucky, I think.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you. Getting points off them is a huge achievement. The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating.
She doesn't
one
have
bit with the
enough
nicknames
eye
they give you.
bags.
You are a genuine genius.
Like they could have gone
thanks a
off with
lot.
those.
But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the second round, for instance, I dozed off and somehow found myself beside the device when I came to.
Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've decided we're taking you out to
She's
celebrate,
like,
and that's final.
there's something deeply wrong with me,
Let's
and
go.
they're like, don't
Cheer up,
worry
Layla.
about
The rest of
it.
today's all about you.
You're great.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great. We haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition. Oh well, it's almost mealtime. We'd better go meet up with Kaveh and Sino now.
I like that Paimon like goes with the nickname. Like she's actually calling him Hat Guy. And Kaveh. Ooh, I hope we get some good lines. All right, who's all here? Who we celebrating with? Aw, cute.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this? Don't blow it all at once.
Don't worry, I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time I return the favor. Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here!
Ooh, look at all this. Good food, here we come!
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone doing?
Faruzan found herself a student, and Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did. We couldn't find Hat Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
Alhaitham's gone missing in action, too. Huh. The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappears without a trace. That guy. Where the heck could he have gone? I still have questions about that note he left. Well, whatever. He can do what he wants. Now, let's eat.
What? What note?
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair and horror swirling around inside my mind. He bombarded me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only got worse as he went on. Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research does is lead to misfortune, then we're probably better off without it.
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Mantra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. But that wouldn't have been your style. I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you have integrity.
Thank
What
you.
the heck?
Oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Alhaitham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Hi,
Seems
Hal.
like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
Yep. No dinner with Kave is complete without
I
a
don't
few
like
words about
this.
Alhaitham.
Thank you for the
I
raid.
don't like this.
Welcome, welcome. Were you playing Minecraft?
Ah! Electricity hurts me!
I sense that Alhaitham has in fact been here with us all along.
He's here?
Nice.
Where? Why didn't you tell me?
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Sino!
Oh, that was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
What's that
Good thing
noise?
you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
All right, enough about Alhaitham. Tainari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the
Oh, right, because you
championship?
started with Soma.
I did. In the first round, in fact.
Well, I hope Minecraft
Word
was
of
fun.
mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people, they told their friends, and so on. Now, a record number of people have signed up to attend the next lecture. Oh, are you free next month? You should come along. Maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Amorta related.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture.
I
or
love
ask
him.
everyone not to chop down too many trees the next time they're building a house.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time.
And I love him.
Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
Stop.
I'm full. Thanks. I'm super full, too. If only we could eat like this every day.
Hi, Riley. Welcome back.
Yeah, we should do this more often. Work
I'm
will
at the
always
end
be
of the
there, but
event.
Seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant. Let's definitely come here again.
I'm like crossing my fingers hoping we get like one final argument scene between Alhaitham and Kaveh.
Sounds good. We should pick a few other places as backup options, though.
There are other good places around here, too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go. There's nothing we love more than good food.
Kaveh, do you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
Since everyone is free, why don't we play a few matches of Genius Invocation TCG?
Eager to show off your new limited edition card, are you?
Not to show off. This is my way of thanking you for your help. Only my best friend will have the honor of seeing this card's debut play.
All right, sure. I didn't bring my deck with me,
Best
though,
friend.
so I'll need to borrow one.
Actually, Master, I made a new one a few days back.
Don't tell me you've been spending all your study hours playing cards.
Come on, no need to be so stern. They do say that your innate interests are your best teacher, don't they?
Alhaitham is the academia's like scribe now, I guess. He's the silver-haired tall guy. He's very like stoic. And he likes psychoanalyzing people. He's kind of a bitch. But like a stealth bitch?
Well, it looks like this Inter-Darshan Championship's a wrap. All that stuff with Sachin and the diadem got sorted too. Have you still got anything else on your mind?
Sachin's research.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sachin said that he placed his research materials at somewhere beginning with but Kaveh smashed the diadem of knowledge before he could finish.
Aru? Aru.
Old research stash, right? Where do you think it could be?
Aru Village.
Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all that time researching in the desert, didn't he? So it's very possible that that's where he'd leave all his notes. Alright then, let's head off to Aru Village and try our luck!
Go to our village, look for clues. Where's Alhaitham? I miss him already. Oh, Turnip is snoring. Are you snoring? So loud. Look for clues. What kind? Oh. Well, there he is. This is Alhaitham.
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Alhaitham, what are you doing here? And what are you reading? Are those?
Sachin's notes? Yes. I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research. If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to being a commentator. I had a hunch after seeing the fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
Wait, so you've read it already? Are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey.
Dude won't even use his name. That architect.
Only one who resonates with these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic. Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person as Sachin was. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to live a life that causes no harm whatsoever to others. If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. Not everyone can deal with that reality. And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative. But, at the end of the day, for all these experiment results and conclusions, it's just one person's perspective, Sachin's.
So, what are your thoughts now that you've read it?
As a scholar, Sachin was without a doubt a genius. He laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions. In that sense, one might say his views were correct.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly. You can ask them instead. All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all.
What did that line written in ancient script mean?
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. By their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all while denying themselves the same. Thus, they shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them. I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to comprehend the notion of sacrificing oneself for the greater good. But sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely decides our fates. All right then, I got what I came for. These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
Wait, so you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big get-together, you know!
Get-together? Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a good opportunity for that sort of thing.
Guess what? Kaveh treated everyone this time.
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
And there he goes. Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research. He said that someone else would answer our questions. Who do you think that'll be?
You wait around near the research materials. Oh, no! Oh, Nahida! And Scaramouche!
Traveler, Paimon, you're already here.
Hehehe.
Nahida! Oh, and that guy. Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship?
Hi, Seer.
Yes, it was me. Are you surprised?
Our boy's back. Actually, not really.
Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one? Because Sachin's research is not mistaken. He spent his entire life researching this topic, and these materials are a result of that. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, but I didn't want to wipe away all his hard work searching for the truth. So instead, I had that guy here help me keep an eye on things.
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that now.
Why? Don't you like it? Well, anyway,
it's baby
if
girl.
Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to interact with people normally. But it looks like that didn't work out.
Hello, Maxie.
That wasn't necessary. I'm still paying you back for your help. And the last thing I need is more reasons to be indebted to you.
Nahida, what did you mean by Sachin's research is not mistaken? Does that mean that you approve of his research? Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom borer. Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom borer's back, and they conclude that the shroom borer is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom borer's body, and they declare that the shroom borer is a boar. Still others look deeper inside, and determine that the shroom borer is meat. These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroom borer. Paimon kinda gets it, but also not really.
I love
The
Nahida.
world is the same way. No one, not even I included, can understand it in its entirety. All of us are somewhere on the path toward truth. Within the confines of our limited knowledge, some may blindly believe in the beauty of this world, and others may focus only on its evils. In truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people hope it will become. But of course, I don't mean that as a criticism or a call to action. Ultimately, my duty as the God of Wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to do with these research materials?
Because Kaveh, as the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth. If someone wishes to follow in his footsteps in the future, I will not stop them. I also look forward to the day that a member of the Vahumana Darshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the despair as well.
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait, you're not intending to keep me in Vahumana long term, are you? I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm useful enough to you as a prisoner?
These two are so
Oh
cute.
boy, here we go again. You think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to an education. I hope that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate, and learn how best to settle old debts from your past. I will review your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
Why'd they let me name him if they're just gonna call him Hat Guy for the rest of the game? Wow, cute. That was a cute event. Nahida's very sweet. She's a little silly because she like doesn't understand human relationships sometimes. Like she's very like, it's hard for her to relate to people in normal ways, and it's very cute. I named him Baby Girl. So like, where is he? There we go. He's Baby Girl. No, he's gonna start breathing. Stop. Yeah. Okay, wait, can I go to... What happens if I go to Kave's house? Where does he live? Here?
Keep up.
No. Not here. Here?
Keep up.
Ah, let me in. Let me in. So sad. Okay, well, the event is still like going, but I think that's probably it for... Oh, I do not have enough stamina for this. I think that's it for like event plot stuff. Kave, I feel so normie about how much I like him. Oh fuck. It didn't work. Oh, that didn't hurt. Oh, it landed up here. I was wondering where that went. Come here. I'm gonna just check out the booths super quick. Oh, that's not even where this is. Nah, you know what? We're good. I'm done.
Welcome to the Academia.
Let's see here. Claire's doing a tier list. Marrow is playing a horror game? Maybe? Ham. I don't know what Ham is doing. Ham's probably gonna wrap it up really soon though. I'm gonna dump y'all at, I think, Lyra.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
who is playing Phasmophobia for the first time with a friend. So that should be fun. Alright, thanks for hanging out, y'all. Big success. We got Snake Man. We got Kaveh. I learned that I love him. He fights with the briefcase. If you haven't seen, I'm gonna show it off for the 3rd time now because I find it so funny. He uses a giant ass sword that he does not lift with his own hands. He just gets his briefcase to do it. And I think that's beautiful. He doesn't move a fucking finger. Ah. Alright. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for more drawing. Yeah. Also, Magni's back tonight. Yay! Goodbye.